when you look across at Vitality.
Wow.
Okay.
Always a treat, isn't it? We got Sion from Broken Blade, but on the other side, there's a Vladimir. Now, Dagda, we still have to wait to see which lane it goes in, but most Ruby Crystal's probably helped with it. Linsa says, let's dive this. And Broken Blade with only a flash up. It's going to try Decimating Smash. Linsa's looking for the W in hands and has the damage. Broken Blade flashes away, still being tanked up now by Linsa's. He'll have to get out though, and does so successfully. Grubs are up now. It's 8 minutes. There's only one pair of them, one trio of them, I should say. And G2 are on them. They already got first dragon as well. 1 taken. 2 only needed for the feats, 3 for the mites. So Vitality are able to pick up 1. They're going to be denied at least the feats of warfare or feats of Grubs, whatever feat they fall into. Grubs don't even have feet. Like, how can Grubs be part of the feat? They don't have feet.
They have little stumpy ones. Yes. Like little burn some crucial summoner spells, but Nako got to get some control over the top side and push in. Didn't quite get the places.
Emo Blade comes through. Broken Blade, the Hollow Radiance is doing work, and now Caps is going to do the same too. He's traversed up to the top lane to be a nuisance, and Nako Seismic Shove just out of time at the Sanguine pull. He gets away.
This is what G2 have to do though, make this counterpunch on the opposite side, because Dragon is going down for Vitality.
Big. And again, I mean, that Dragon, sort of it, shove, flash, Nako's alive, but for how much longer? The Avengers are here! Dun, 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 dun. There's 4 of them! And Hawkeye's not really even a superhero like G2. Smack him down. They're going to get plating, as you said, for the Dragon. Now it's starting to be more worth.
Yeah, they needed to start making these plays, and it's a good call from G2. They knew they couldn't really contest on towards Dragon with the where the plays happen, because there's a Rift Herald in the pocket of Skewmon. So you either cover mid, or you lose bot, or you cover bot and lose mid.
Like Kazi knew, because now mid is just open for G2.
Oh, he's got to be...
Oh, good sidestep from Kazi. He survives, but this might be a double turret. Herald will smash this wide open.
Yeah, but it is a bit of a self-made problem by Karzy there, because he ends up walking into range of Caps' Seismic Shove, and now G2 walking in range of Linsa's, but can't really get in. Niski.
Oh, pops the ulti though as Linsa's goes in. Vitality are not all here together. Niski will engage, but he will surely die. The Unbreakable will break nothing against G2. Skewmon with a double. The Enno's going to go down, and G2 are, yes, 1 down, but making a mockery of Vitality in this game 1.
Yeah, Vitality starting to feel the pinch and the desperation starting to come out of them as well, but at least 1 back for Chayek. Broken Blade going to take some damage from Nako, but I don't really think anyone's going to come up here to try and help out. I was looking at where Chayek was going.
He got the roses on the way out. I mean, I don't think he's stressing.
I think he's all right, but yeah, Dragon will be taken by G2. But I was keeping my eyes on, like, as you can see on the minimap, like, what Chayek and what Karzy were up to, but they didn't actually try to move up towards that top side. I thought that would have been the attempt at a trade.
That after the healer saying introduction, or I shouldn't say introduction, is Kazi. We're going to pause on that one, might be caught out. Shove back. He doesn't get to ulti. And Niski is just going to die where he stands. This Vi is not hungry because he's overeating. 6-0. Every kill but 1 over to him. It is the Skewmon carry show.
Karzy getting caught out for a second time there.
And Linsa's, he's face checking. You have no business being here. Where is the Vitality we were hyped for? Because G2 are putting them somewhere in their place.
Yeah, I don't know what you lads are up to, but it's not looking pretty. Just getting caught out over and over, trying to find something back on plays that have already gone out of control, and then Nako in a similar position.
We won't be able to 1v3. I mean, this fight will blast him. Caps finally gets a kill, or rather he got one before. It's a second.
I mean, look, we can hit on Vitality for the mistakes that they're making, but G2 are playing this exception.
They're clean. Cap steps up though. Dagger goes golden, maybe still clean enough. There's help from Linsa's, but Cap flashes towards Skewmon. Niski can't get away from him. Instead, gets shoved backwards. Long range damage from Han Summer, who's not even nearby. He starts walking up as Chayek. He's getting kited away, flashes away. Caps will live to stay on the day. Artican now thought about as G2 have a numbers advantage, and you can see that Vitality want to poke out, they want to prod, they want to fight, but they're not going to get the chance. Nako goes into the pool, but now there's a wall in the way. He flashes over, but the disengage is not enough. Brought back in. G2 are going to continue adding the spice.
They tried so hard to get Caps, but it meant nothing. They were left empty-handed, whereas G2 They're walking away with you've also got Skewmon covering as well. It just became so difficult to make a play, even if you go boss.
Yeah.
And Sama is so difficult to lock down. So, like, how do you make it? 4 members of G2 that were on the bottom side of the map, but Broken Blade exists on the top side of the map, who in and of himself...
TVs in their fridge.
That feels unnecessary.
You can watch Twitch, but then what's the point? Because if you open the fridge, you can't see. So you got to look to the side. You're like, but how do I get my milk and watch the LEC at the same time? Good questions to ask as LeBron. He takes this engagement. Captures wall again, does well. In a choke, you'd say it's great, but look at the knockup galore. I feel like I'm at my 6th birthday party again. Bounce, Vitality, bounce. It's so much fun, but they're crying. They just want to get out of this wild engagement as Triac getting an ulti knocked around as well. It's bullying, but there's no parents to help them.
The clouds are running wild at the birthday party, but G2, I mean, this was just perfect. Like, the fact that you were just setting up for that pick in the choke, like, Vitality were never in a position to really contest this. Like, they're looking for a pick, but again, Broken Blade is massive. And they even try to go on LeBron, but honestly, Leona incredibly tanky at this stage. She's not going to happen, boss.
Linces, I appreciate it. I respect it. The shield's up, he's dead. I mean, he has to flip the game. It's a 10k gold disadvantage, and the Vitality jungler
really do feel alive.
It's nice to see. I mean, look, a lot of people are getting excited because they're like, oh, we don't know where G2's at, and that makes the league more exciting. It's more competitive. But they remind you that you still have to step up to the plate. Don't get lazy. Don't get complacent, whatever the word is, Dagda. You know you just can't settle back. G2 in its only game 1, but it is an exceptional game at that. Vitality on their last legs at 26 minutes into the game. It feels like we might be looking towards a quick night if this continues as Vitality. We won't be able to stop any of the backs here. G2 will be there with all the mobility that comes from Caps. Always a moment's notice, he'll be there. Hunsummer jumps in, and look, Kazi's caught out. That's one mystic shot. Combination, the feathers are great, but he's...
Vitality down a man. And you've still got Triac pushed in the bot line, so G2 gonna just destroy this turret.
G2's death may have been grossly exaggerated.
Just a smidge, maybe.
You know, GB not only didn't get $100 yesterday, he's also now sweating a bit. I see you, GB. You're telling me that G2 won't make playoffs. I don't know about that. This game is giving me a lot of hope. Broken Blade just runs into 2 turrets, and look at the engage. Who's going to die from G2, if anyone? I think you know the answer already. Nucko can't even transfuse his own blood into a saving grace. G2, that was utter domination.
I don't think it's the silver bullet.
Is it the value you need?
That's the thing. I don't think it's the silver bullet which solves the draft.
I don't really know if I don't think it's the silver bullet, but at the same time, it does pivot into a brand new win condition for Team Vitality.
He's got his work cut out for him today with all 3 lanes.
Yeah. Niski? Nope.
Yeah, he's gone for a roam, but it might work out. Actually, the bailout is there on Caps, but as he walks away, he doesn't die, doesn't need it. Skewmon gets the range, and Wind becomes first.
Especially with Niski not having flash, maybe it will be back up in time, but I don't think it will be. For this like early threat on top side.
Nice charm. Linces here. Caps up against Torrent. It's 1 bleed. It's the 2nd. And the dogs will do the rest. Lens, stupid invulnerable button, but Niski going to look for the dredge line. Misses. Linces now thinking about the wave, but still, that camp is not safe. Triac has run out of ulti as well. Caps is zoning off. What mid lane is fighting out. Look at Linces. Look at Skewmon. He's obviously winning here on the Zinzao. Gets the camps as well. Vitality have to back off and pay respect while Broken Blade looks for the demolition. Wants Nucko. The burst of flash. Father begets son.
Board Caps saying I will not be your Valentine's to Triac in the mid lane over and over again. Skewmon being able to push back Linces and a great flash in response to Triac once more.
Really ambitious from Vitality. It's starting to get heated. G2 with a 1k gold lead, but Vitality trying to punch back. While Linces does his first dragon of the game. Note, grubs were actually taken, and Skewmon's going to finish them off right now. The 3 grubs versus the dragon is the handshake deal, but I once again see Skewmon with an early gold lead, and even more so, Broken Blade with a lead. It's fueling the top side of G2
whatsoever, and now you've got multiple members from Vitality down here to try and punish Broken Blade.
The demolish, now looking for a way out. The World Ender's in, side step up, Broken Blade, it's clean, he tries to get out, but with the dredge line, it seems to be an impossibility. The counter-strike not getting a stun means Nucko has a sure kill. Broken Blade just wants to get to the wave, he dives, he's wasting time, but he's now out of mana. Niski's gonna chase him up, you're right, but dredge line, where is it? He finds him! Niski's gonna slow him down, and the delay on this back as well, Dagda.
Does Nucko get the... Nucko doesn't get anything. So it will be the TP getting good value out of what he's doing on the map.
Still hovering. G2 want to make it more than value. The pullback, Nisqy doesn't get to go anywhere. He's rooted up before he can flash over the wall. G2 toy with Nisqy yet again. Second death here, and Nako gets some trade back on Broken Blade, but G2 this early game is going what you'd like as a G2 fan. As Kaz's going to get handshake. He cleansed a bit early, but Lenses with the all-in. Invulnerable is he. Sends out the spears. Hunsama though with a bailout. Gets bailed out. The curtain call will not find them all. I guess kind of relinquish some of the pressure.
But the problem is, it's like, how do you try and move into check these, as Linces is about to explain for it, is you just don't have tanky members on Vitality. Like, Nautilus is not a tank at this stage. He is too far behind, doesn't have the resources he needs. And Caps, actually, though, might need help.
Yeah, depth charge. This is an opportunity. Vitality getting something back. The Spirit Rush used, and Nisqy gets the kill. With that, Broken Blade receives a bit more attention from Vitality. He's going to teleport. However, G2 are not here. The only person is LeBron and Hunsama, so I hold my words. I guess it's enough. Broken Blade teleporting down, making sure that turret doesn't go down in response to Caps getting top.
But that was...
Nisqy comes in, flash dredge line, Broken Blade flashes out of the way. There's a TP coming in as well behind enemy lines. G2 about to be pincered. The new flute comes up from Skumond. He's ready to dance.
The Brav is on the way, though.
Dredge line begins. Step charge up. Broken Blade's dead. There's a reset, but Chayak has to get on out with the disengage. With Herald charge as well. That turret's dead. The first charge does more damage now. So down it goes. Even as underdogs coming into the matchup, I thought, yeah, there's a big chance that Vitality can win. G2 have really stepped up to the plate. We've said it over and over these last couple of games.
Get this tower, though. And it is Chayak who's going to get some pressure on the top side, but if you can force this, maybe? Okay.
They say, yeah, we can.
Boy clubs are.
Naka World Ender. There's Hunsama using his ult as well, so that's depth charge in response. Good knock up, but the hostile take the name tag. Linces at half HP, 6.5k.
Nako trying to get the flank, though. Can he make the play happen? Broken Blade in a similar position.
World Ender, but set up by Nisqy. There's the charm as well. Follow up. Lebrov about to die, but here he goes. Bail out, almost coming through. Kazi jumped on Broken Blade, takes him down, but Vitality found a couple of picks. It's a shutdown. It's a charm. It's not bad, but G2. Now remember, Atakan is up. There's only one. It's Thornbound, and as Lebrov walks into Nako, Vitality can't keep getting caught out. Broken Blade's also run in, and Nako at half HP, zoned out. There's a Shockwave, there's a World Ender. He can only go in, but stunned up regardless. Shockwave bursts him down. Vitality again. Caught out. Lenses will jump in. An invulnerable bottom, but a flush as well. G2 all 5. Survive. Vitality is
the potential for him to be pulled back away from the turret for safety, and it's when Nisqy actually goes in. Caps pulls the trigger, kills Nako, and it's a picks. The fact that you can guarantee yourself at least a tiebreaker to get in is huge, but Nisqy
again needs to run away. Wind doesn't become lightning this time. Skumond is deep. Nako goes over the wall. There's the re-engage. But where is the damage? He ultis. Nako flashes out. Chayak, it's a great angle, but Nisqy in the thick of it for now. Skumond still not dead. Nako doesn't have the damage, nor the reset. Caps is low. He's got a bailout. Chayak playing with it, but still not dead. Caps the shielding. It's enough, but really too much for Vitality. Every single time I'm watching this team, as the hostile takeover takes root and Lenses runs into Skumond to boot. It's G2 walking foot and foot through Vitality again.
And there's zero Vitality can do. Chayak needed a reset desperately, but the damage isn't there. There's just every fight, it feels like they're trying to threaten this backline, trying to look for flanks, but
vibe, you know? When we start getting crazy, we get to 50-minute games, then the whistle. Oh boy. Oh, that's what really rings for us, doesn't it? Okay, Salt Point, will we get a hit?
But Vitality don't know where Broken Blade is. He hasn't shown on a wave. Now he'll show, actually doesn't even on mid-wave.
They don't care. Deadly Flourish is there. We need damage. They need damage. Vitality running into Skumond, but he gets the smite down. Meanwhile, Nako wanted a flank, and he got one, but the whole of G2 are there waiting.
And now that's going to be Baron, but that was what we were talking about. It's impossible.
Got him.
Okay, I don't think he gets it. Oh, dude, charm.
Minions aren't there. It's a mosquito build for a reason. Kazi doing nothing. At the moment, Lebrov getting the dogs unleashed on him. The handshake out. Nisqy caught out. Depth charges there, but there's no follow-up. Nisqy having a rough one. 2, 6, and 2. He's been doing the same thing. Charm doesn't connect, and G2 are just doing the Baron by themselves. Shockwave's still there to zone, and there you go, Baron, 9.5k gold. Getting dirty. Oh my god, if you don't know Hotbot, you think this is a real different activity. As Skumon's looking for the chase, Niski got caught out, he was pretty deep, looking for an angle around the Dragon, but he will not find it. Instead, his death remains. Number 7 on that is Hansama, hits another target. Caps meanwhile onto Kazi, flashes away from Linces. Run, Jin, run! But his own curtain called again as Linces has now flashed away. He's like, wait, I'm the new target, under turret. Again, the Shockwave held until flashed. Caps is playing with his dog, and it's not even his pet.
And Jax is just working his way through the bot side as well. He chased off Chayek, he knocks back Nako, and now just may knock down this turret as well.
He's playing with them too, isn't he? Vitality, don't know what hit them here in this series so far. There's about 8-9 kills between them. Broken Blade forces out the flash from Chayek, and back into his base he goes. Double inhibitor at 31 minutes. A slower game this time as Niski's just handshake sent back, slapped on the cheeks. Said there, sport, as Broken Blade depth charge up, but Lebrov is there, gives him the shield, jumps in, counter strikes, cares not about his mana, flash away from Nako, but the piercing blind, the Baron minions! Hans has your number again, and G2, it gets better. It gets better and better and better for Vitality. It gets worse and worse and worse. Hostile takeover for the zone, and Chayek is trying to find that angle again. Caps is so tempting. He's that last bit of pig's blood you just want to shove in. It looks so juicy, but Chayek running for his life because Skumon now with the chase up. Flash available. Look at the damage. Chayek is going to be into the dirt immediately, and as Skumon wastes time, G2 have shown that the tragedy of their death was very much overstated.
G2, a competent series, a needed series for both themselves and the fans. You can hear in the stands as Linces tries to go for Hansama redemption, going to keep him topped up.
Gets close, but look, the next turrets are falling down, teleporting. G2 want to end it here and now. You thought G2 were done, you thought they were dusted, you thought they were watched, you thought Europe had different kings, again, different sides, but no. Just when you doubt them, they always find a way to come back in. Our match of the week, nah, this was a wash, and G2 did it cleanly.
I think so as well. Welcome everyone to the Marriott Bonvoy post-game check-in of our match of the week, where G2 clinches the victory against Vitality. Skumon, it's been a while. Do you remember what it feels like to get a win?
Yeah, it feels really good. I mean, to be fair, like we had really rough weeks recently, but this one feels really nice.
I can imagine. I mean, it was a long time coming. Now that you kind of have the fresh memory of what went wrong in Madrid and what worked here, is there anything you can definitively point to as like, this is what we needed to do better and we did?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I think like we've had pretty good talks after our defeat, and I think that we figured out like how, like we made so many mistakes tempo-wise, and right now I think we are making sure that we are always playing together, which we were not when we were losing, and I think that it truly showed today, and I'm like really, really happy with how we played, so that was nice.
Looks like it's a relief, a very big one. I can imagine in the race for playoffs. When it comes to kind of how you went through the losing streak and a situation where, you know, maybe players would blame themselves. Did you ever have that thought of, oh, the winter finals and now these series, like, is this something that I should have accountability for? Or was it more with the team?
Yeah, I mean, like, after, like, as G2, like, we always, like, think about, like, as a group, right? So, like, we had a lot of talks, and obviously nobody's blaming anyone. Obviously, like, all of us individually had some regrets, because, like, maybe you could have, like, took the scrims like more serious, like this kind of stuff, right? Mm-hmm. But like in the end, I think like we all knew that we were just not ready for the finals. And like for now, right now, like we were on a 3 series losing streak. But I think that we are always trying to figure out what's going on in the team. It could be draft, it could be gameplay, right? And I think that right now we have a pretty good read, and I'm really looking forward for the next week and hopefully get some win on stage.
Amazing. You had some very loud fans cheering for you the whole time. They want to know when Nunu is coming out on stage.
Well, that's a really good question. I've been teasing up a lot since Fearless Pit started. And yeah, I mean, like, we're kind of cooking. And hopefully, I can pick it soon. It will be my dream, actually, to play it in front of the French crowd in Paris. So maybe next week.
Ah, okay. A little tease for Ivry. Now you are our Kia Player of the Series. Kumon, congratulations. Let's take that into next week. What a final week. You're playing KC in the match of the week. You're also playing SK. And you know how the last road trip goes. I guess there's a lot there that you want to show. No, in front of a crowd, we can also do it.
Yeah,
right?
for sure. Like I don't think we are chokers on stage. I just think, yeah, like we had pretty bad week of scrim. So I really want to show to everyone that we are in our redemption arc. And we will make it through this split, and hopefully we'll make it to MSI as well.
Any words for KC?
To KC?
Yeah?
I mean, good luck to them. They're a really, really strong team, and we are looking for revenge, so it's going to be a banger match.
Awesome. One final question. There have been a lot of people that love saying that G2's gonna fail. You know, we had the Kyoto quote, they're not gonna make Worlds. Goldborg also has said on the broadcast yesterday that he doesn't think that you will make playoffs. Do you have any reaction to all those haters?
I mean, yeah, I think it's pretty natural for everybody like to kind of hate on G2 because like G2 has been winning like for so many years, and yeah, like we lost final in Winter Split. So I think it's like pretty normal for everyone to see us lose. I think they will be happy if they see us lose, but one thing is sure, we will get back, and we'll see. You will see us make it to the final again.
Amazing. They can't get to you. I love it. Yeah, he doesn't care. He's just player of the series. Everybody, they're doing PGL over in the fan zone, so you can head over there to PGL with Ginny, Nymira, and Broken Blade, who maybe will give us a bit more spice.
Welcome to PGL. We have BB himself joining us on these high chairs. Can't reach the floor. Anyways, you know, I want to ask you the exact same question. You know, GB was like, oh, I don't think G2 is going to make playoffs. With this win, you've at least locked a tiebreaker, you know, the bare minimum. Anything you want to say about that?
I think he's just a hater.
Fair.
That's about it.
That's a really hard-hitting analysis. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk about your road back to Berlin. I mean, it's no secret that Madrid wasn't necessarily what you were probably looking for. No win under your belt there either. But then the road back to Berlin also had its own obstacles. Do you want to describe the road trip that you went on maybe? Like, what did it look like? What is this?
I was actually on a different journey than the team because I was with my girlfriend. But I heard a lot of stories. I heard a lot of crazy stories. I mean, obviously, like I think it's better at some point you ask some of the guys that were actually part of this, because it was crazy. It was a crazy story. I think you could make a movie out of it. Okay. Lavrov was apparently very funny, and Skumon couldn't stop laughing because he was saying, guys, he was like very scared, and it was very funny to listen to. It's a very good story. Maybe we can even write a book about it.
Maybe you should write a book about it, because you're saying Lavrov was apparently very funny.
You can write the book for everyone else.
No,
like you can be like the biographer for them.
I mean, it's a different story. I actually
How I
thought
survived the Nocturne Ult IRL. That could be your title.
True. It was definitely like the later it went to the day, the more scared I get, because you don't know what's going on. You know, like people are
sometimes just like in game.
Exactly. Sometimes it's just the last 2 weeks of G2 haven't been. Today is great.
Yeah.
Today is the first step forward to greatness. Is how I would like to describe. Like if I had to describe the chapter in my book right now, that would be the title.
Okay.
I'm sure you guys would read it.
I would read I'd read everything.
Would be a bestseller.
Okay, let's talk about this first step to greatness then, because it felt like today G2 is more like going back to basics, making sure that you guys are, you know, holding on to that early game from start to finish, not letting go any of the leads, really making sure that you're hitting everything home and focusing on the fundamentals. Yeah. Would you say that's been your focus since Madrid anyway?
No, I think it's not hard to say that we have been struggling. I think it's very apparent that, yeah, we were hitting like a wall. But I feel like yesterday actually we had a very, very good conclusion on why we are not the best right now. And I think this has given us a lot of clarity, and I feel like momentum as well to play.